Really, Tracy? I was taking my pictures and stuff. What's up? What's up, Tracy girl? How are you? I feel like this setup is not gonna work. It's just all in my face and yeah. Sorry I'm late though. Mm-hmm. I had some meetings at the church. What's up, live? Don't forget to like the video on your way in. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below. Hey, cousin. There's my cousin, Mara. Hey, girl. What's up, Toy? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live. Hey, Heaven Bound. Don't forget to like, y'all. Happy Sunday. Hoping everybody having a good Sunday. Hey, Leslie. Girl, yeah. I did that cobbler too. It was the bomb. Like, I don't eat peach cobbler, but I can say right now I eat peach cobbler because that peach cobbler was on a whole different level. I was like, OMG, what was I? What have I been missing? I've always eaten the crust. And that's it. Hey, Auntie. What's up, Shell? Hey, Stacy girl. Hey, it's tea time. What you guys doing today? Blessings to you, Shell. What's up, Auntie? By the way, I had to remove my messenger. So if you guys call for the family chat, I'll put it back, but I had to remove it. It's going back to me. So just a heads up if I don't answer. Your heart is happy. Is it the peach cobbler, Leslie? Thanks, cousin. This is actually a simple makeup today. I just did put a little eyeshadow on, little eyelashes, and lipstick. That's all. I didn't do no beat today. Stop. Go sit down. Go sit down, honey. Oh, jeez. Here we go. He finna start. I need to flat iron his hair. My hair. It's hot out today, y'all. Oh, you making lunch, Tracy? What you making, girl? You getting your YouTube training in? Hi, Miss Boosty. Bootsy. Happy blessed Sunday to you too. Hi, James. What you eating? Oh gosh. My dog snuck and found something to eat. Okay, you making refrigerator cookies? I have cookies in the fridge. I was gonna make them, but I was like, no, I'm doing too much. Doing too much with this pie and cake. I mean, peach cobbler and cake, so I didn't do it. Steak, potato, and salad. That sounds really, really good. Latasia, what's up, girl? Oh, you watching TV too, Shell? Hey, Nicole. Thank you. Aw, thanks, Toy. Yep, it's Sunday. It's 79, Shell. Oh, goodness. In the Bronx. Is people outside where y'all are? Because they outside here. They need to go in the house. Hanging outside the liquor stores and stuff. I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go. I did go and pick up some food for tomorrow's video because your girl wanted cooking. And yeah, it was packed. Trying to be like me, Tracy. Ooh, that sounds good, Tracy. Yeah, you got to do a video on that. Toy, you made the same thing Tracy made? Okay. 84 degrees in North Carolina. Wow. It's hot. It's pretty hot. It's like 74 here, I think, which is nice. It's pretty nice. Yeah, that's hot. I didn't turn no air. I think my house is pretty nice. So far, I just turned the heat off. Let's see. So I got some topics for tonight. Maybe. So, my first question to you guys is, I had to come up with some ideals to talk about on live. And if there's something else you guys want to talk about, comment in the chat. Don't forget to comment in the chat. Okay, so Shell said they all outside. Wow. Okay, so you got a pretty good view, Shell. You see Pookie and everybody. Hey, Gary. Yeah, it's nice outside. Very beautiful out. You finna eat good then, Tracy. I still have to record for tomorrow, so your girl is hungry. Hey, Ramon. Oh, Rose. I'm talking about Ramona. Hey, Rose. I'm doing pretty good. Having a pretty good day. Tracy said, bring the combo. Hey, Dan. Thank you. So only the essentials. Here, the same. Same thing here. I don't, maybe a hair store. I haven't gone, so I don't know. But I believe they are open. Okay, so my first question. Thanks, Gary. Why did you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel? Thanks, Tracy. They got some good hair. They have some really, really good hair. I was like, okay, you know, probably need to perm my edges. But no, it blends pretty good. You can't even really tell. I could tug it. Everything. Hey, Latasia girl. So why did you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel? That's my first question. I wrote down some ideas to discuss. So. Oh, so you saw my beautiful face. Thank you, Gary. I got one comment. Thanks, Nicole. My content, guys, is so unpredictable. Like, YouTubers, we all kind of like piggyback off each other depending. It depends. If it's trendy, I don't really do that. Depending. I guess. I can't say that. I'm only 3 months in, so I can't say I don't. But you generally kind of like follow the wave. But it's kind of hard to follow my wave because everything is natural. It's like my thoughts come strictly from my head, I guess. Hey, Luther. I kind of like come up with my ideas as I go. So I thought that you were a nice person and I love looking at vlogs. Aw, thank you, Latasia. It's something about you that draw people to you. Thanks. I like the I'm extremely goofy. So it's like, oh no. Hello. Yes. Yes. Yep, I got it. I'll call you when I'm done. All right. interrupted call. Okay, Tracy said, I subscribed because you seemed humble from the gate. You had real topics. You blessed your food, and Jesus is the base. Aw, yep, God got to be the center, especially if you want to be successful. I mean, you can be successful and God's not the center, but it's like they always come to an end. God should be the main focus. I had Walt rolling. Yeah, the one thing about me, guys, I love people. You know, not saying that everybody's perfect because I'm not perfect, and we all make mistakes. But I love to I like to make people laugh. I like to make people kind of like open up by being myself, by kind of like sharing experiences. And sometimes, you know, especially in this world, a lot of people are very uncomfortable. They don't trust you. They have a wall up because they've all been broken. We've all been broken or in a broken place, you know, and probably lose trust for people. And because I experienced it, I know that my relationship with the Lord is what helps me to have overcome that. But it helps me to loosen up and make people comfortable. Because I love people. I truly love people in spite of them and me. Leslie said, I subscribed because Bree recommended and my heart went out to you when you collab with Damien. Aw, thanks, Leslie. Sure is. Love it all the way around. Aw, thank you, Nicole. When you did the video with Uncle Watt, love you. In that video, I said, hold up, she is different. And interesting. I watched the next day and been here ever since. Oh, thanks, Toy. Yeah, you definitely come through. Ow. Sit down. No playing. Because you are a very positive person and you speak the Bible. I so enjoy watching you talk about our Almighty God. You just bring so much vibe, good vibe, and you bring us into kitchen when you're cooking. Absolutely, I got to bring y'all into the kitchen because my niche is food. So why not show y'all what I do? Thanks, Tracy. James said, because your videos be so amazing and you are a down-to-earth person. Thanks, James. The best thing to do is be yourself, because you know it's crazy when you're not yourself. I've never been one to pretend other than acting, and I'm a pretty good actress, but it's like when that's something different. Like if you're acting, you're just acting. But if it's real life, like my YouTube channel is my real life. Like it's my personality stretching out, and some of y'all see me from being extremely nervous to being comfortable. But the one thing is you have to be yourself, because if you're not going to be yourself, eventually that real that real you gonna come out, and people gonna be like, oh, but I thought, oh, but she said, oh, but he said. So it's like, just be yourself, and either they're gonna watch you or they're not, but at the end of the day, just be yourself. To be on live with y'all for now, Dan, and then your girl have to do some recording. That's it. No plans. Okay, Lithal, so you're OG then. You've been here since what? Yeah, nothing, Tasia. Nothing much. Thanks, Lethal. And the Love Jones are good people. Also, I love seeing them in the comments. It's just a really good channel. I'm addicted. Aww. Yes, Toy, y'all are awesome. All of y'all are super awesome. Bear, stop. Take your toy out. You're dismissed. You're getting put out. I have a hard time trusting people. My relationship with God is teaching me I don't have to trust man. I just have to trust God and He'll guide. I just have to stop being hard headed. Yep, all our trust should be in God. But even so, like when it comes to trusting man, there are situations where we not necessarily put all of your trust in people, but you should be able to have a circumstances can cause us to not want to trust people, but it's important to not have to hold that burden on ourselves. Whereas we feel like I can't trust this person because this happened or that happened. Either you're gonna, like in a relationship, you need to be able to trust that person in that relationship. Otherwise, if you don't trust that they're going to have your best interest in heart, unless they prove themselves differently. If they prove themselves differently, then you need to prove yourself and leave. You need to remove yourself, or you can rebuild that trust and stick around. But trust, when it comes to trust in man, there's a certain extent where we should be able to trust people until they're innocent until proven guilty in sort of aspect. If I'm wrong, comment down below. But yeah, all trust should be in God. But you also have to look at the natural. Because the natural always scream at us. Yeah, you always have to stay on guard. Because the moment that you slip up and your true characters are coming out, oh, people gonna remind you of what you said and how you said it. Hey, Demarion, baby. All those things. Just like when you tell a lie. When we tell a lie, y'all, you gotta like keep that lie. You gotta keep it moving. You gotta, you know, keep that lie going. You gotta be like, oh wait, but I said, because people watching you, especially if you're a public figure such as a YouTuber, everybody's watching you. Even though, they don't comment, people are watching you. Even if they scroll in and they see your video, they see you. So, and they may have at one point clicked on that video. They may have seen you on a video. So, especially when you're in the public eye, you need to be careful and mindful. So, the best thing to do is be yourself. Whether you're Christian or not, that's what makes you allow people to know I am still human. I laugh, I joke, may slip up and say a little something if you push me there that I'm striving to not say or do. But I'm human, and also just be yourself, down to earth, cool. Life is just too short. Everyone is talking about everything. I feel you when you talk about the Lord. That got me looking. Yep. Carl, guys, Cash, be quiet. Ignore my brother. He's calling me by my nickname. And y'all wouldn't have known that if I didn't say nothing. Cash, stop it. She bark. I told y'all she bark harder than the boys. So, that's my brother. What's up, Carl? I told you to stop calling me that in public. Especially on YouTube. Now you really messed up. Alright, let's get into the next topic. That's brother number 2. He's the chef. Well, yeah, brother number 2. He's the third. He's one right above me by a year and a half. Chunka. I'm gonna kill him. So that's my mom's third child. I'm number 4. So he's number 3. Number 2, she might be on here too. They all watch me. They call me Chunka. That was my little name. I guess because I was chunky. I don't think I was that chunky though. Maybe. I don't know. Yep, he's the one with the babies. He's talking about hello everyone. He's the one with the boys. He's the only one with boys. Everybody else got a slew of girls. He got the 2 cutie pies. He got 1 girl and 2 boys. She the oldest of the 3. Okay, so my question for myself. Yep, Chunka. So Chuka. He a mess. All right. So I wrote down how do I come up with my ideas just to help those with YouTube. And yep, that's it, Tracy. And my ideas just come up. They just come up because Bear, get out. No, because my brain just keep going and going and going. So say for instance I'm cooking, I may have written on my board behind me one idea right there, and it may change when I'm cooking depending on um, the direction God is leading me, and depending on my strategy. You have to have a strategy um, when you're doing YouTube, just to keep the audience, you know, keep the audience involved. One thing you guys do know is that all of my things are on the Lord. So no matter what, there's always a lesson in it. And I may do pranks, cooking, whatever, but you never know. And I'm unpredictable. But the way I come up with my ideas is I prep the whole week out. And like I said, when I'm cooking or something, it may change. But I always plan 7 days in what each day my video will consist of. Okay. This is a different kind of topic. This is a topic for all of y'all. So, what are 3 signs that he or she that would tell you that a guy or female is the one? What are 3 signs that let you know that the person you either talking to, dating, or interested in, what are 3 signs that they're the one or 2, whatever? Give me a sign. Thanks, Toy. Yeah, so if somebody copied me, I don't know. On YouTube, which is fine. We all share each other ideas. But mine are so different. If someone do what I do, I would definitely know. So name a sign that you know that the person you're dating is the one. That person that should deserve your attention. I wouldn't even say the one. I mean, you really don't know that early. I guess you could, depending on the stage of the relationship. Hope everybody hit the like button. Anybody there? Yay, thanks. Y'all scared to answer? Name 1, 2, or 3 ways that you know the person you are dating or talking to is the one. What's hands? What does that mean, Luto? Hey, Tina. Yes, Gary, honestly. Up. I done turned it up. Really? Okay. Tracy said how he treats his mother. Does he have a relationship with God, and how he responds to my true authentic self. Okay. So how he treats his mom. That's huge. That's huge. So that's a guy standpoint, Gary. Don't forget to chime in. I mean, that's a female standpoint. If there's any guys on the live, speak up now or forever hold your peace. So yes, how he treats his mom is very, very important. Very important. His mom, his sisters, Carl. His mom, his sister, the women in his life, his daughters, how he treats them, especially his mom, which is the first example of really really a wife to a man, I believe. That's important. Very, very important. If he's a hole to his mom, yeah, he's not. It's not gonna work. Does he have a relationship with God? Very, very, very important. Especially if you have a relationship with God. Okay. We got a relationship with God. If I have a relationship with God, my significant other also should. Because if I'm already grounded and he's not, it's kind of difficult to try to change a man. You can't change a man. Period. So it's like he needs to have that relationship already established, at least. Yep, and I must be comfortable with him. How is he comfortable with me? I must be able to be myself. Stacy said he cook, he cook, he cook. Stacy, all men can't cook though. I like a man who can cook, but all men can't cook. So what then? What if he can't cook? But I get you, girl. She said he cook, he cook. That would be a great plus. It's just my brother can cook really good. He cook better than me, y'all. The one who won't hear, Carl, he's like a gourmet chef, literally. But I just don't. It's me and men in the kitchen just don't get. I gotta see you wash your hands, and then we good. Go do your thing. Like we can cook together. We can do this thing together. Bear. He's waiting on Stacy. He can cook. He can cook. He can cook. That is important though. Shell said I didn't say with any of my ex to find out most of full bull. Just being honest. I am a very good woman, so I am not rushing. So I wait for our Almighty God. They was full of it, huh? I can say one thing. I would not mind. I'm at a point where I am extremely content at whatever state I'm in, whether I'm single or in a relationship. Right now, I'm enjoying being single. I'm enjoying it so much that I'm not even really looking. If he comes, um, yeah, he just come, and I don't know. Y'all a mess. Toy said I'm single, so I passed on this one. My luck with being OMG. I need to know the answers too. Okay, yeah, you try to get some help, Toy. Help a sister out, y'all. Come on. Men come through. What do you look for in a woman? Come through. Not just believe in God, but have a true. That's it. Have a relationship. You need to have that relationship, period. Anybody can say they believe in God or they can speak about how they feel about the Lord this, the Lord that, but your your relationship with God will show through you. It will show through you. The Bible says what's in the heart will come out of the mouth. Whether you tell somebody off in the heartbeat or whether you speak life into people, you speak life into others, or really you reflect Christ. And that's even when you're being joking, when you're serious, there should be a light bulb. So yeah, I agree. Not just believe in God, but actually have that relationship. And that makes a huge difference. That makes a difference. Because you can keep telling somebody, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this. I'm sorry, we can do better over and over and over again in that relationship. But when I show you who they are, believe them. That's them. Because when in a relationship, when there's a comfort that come upon you, so eventually we've been doing this thing for a little while, and I've gotten comfortable with him. He's gotten comfortable with me, and so at this point, now we've been real self. You know, at first, things were a little willy nilly, but especially if I feel like I learned that moving too fast in a relationship, just moving too fast. Most of my relationships, I moved too fast. My last relationship, I didn't move too fast. because it was so far away. So that's why, I'm grateful for that opportunity because it taught me discipline. Um, but when we move too fast in a relationship, we miss red flags. I feel like we miss things that could have helped us and taught us to kind of like watch, be careful, make this decision or not. And I think a lot of people need to do more courting. We need to court more. What you mean, Gary? Some of the same go. Also the same thing, pretty much vice versa. Okay. So she needs to be good to her dad. So what if the dad is not in the woman's life? What if she didn't have that father figure to teach her? Um, for me, God is everyone's father. Not physically, but He's always there. So it's like that's really not even to me an excuse, because when we get of age of the knowledge of God, or not, yeah, of age where we get that relationship and knowledge, you can be the bomb.com woman. Your past should never make you for who you are. I mean, yes, from that experience of not having that father figure, or that father who was probably on drugs, or something like that, then you will have some shortcomings. But when you grow, you live, you learn. When you know better, you do better. At that point, then yes, you should be able to learn how to be a lady, how to be respected, all those things. What toy say? Oh yeah, I agree. That's right, Gary. Believe it. Oh, if you don't cook, you don't qualify. I mean, that's good. That's. I used to have a whole list, y'all. Trust me. And if Carl's still on here, they won't let me date either. They will size every guy that I talk to up because I'm their baby sister, and they just know my worth. My brothers really, really know my worth. They don't care if you could be the richest person in the world. If they feel like you're not going to be feasible or respectful to me, they're my fathers. I got, I had four fathers growing up. My brothers and my dad, my stepdad and my dad. So it was tough. It was tough. Your girl had to sneak around. Hope you didn't hear that. Your girl had to sneak around. You better enjoy your singleness while you have it. Wait on God's timing. Trust me on that. Oh, trust me. I'm definitely waiting. It's just a good conversation to cover. Like I said, I am totally content with whatever state I am in. I feel like if it is of God, it would be the right place, the right time, and I would know. I will know for myself. It is lonely, Toy. I agree. Just enjoy your singleness. Keep the keep the title single on there. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hey Stanley, I'm doing pretty good. Mm-mm. Yes, being single is a blessing as well. And a lot of people, I think they get it confused. The fact that you're single is not because you can't get anybody. That's not it. I mean, it could be that you have a higher standard. You don't just settle. Um, and you're waiting on the right person. It does not mean that you just don't qualify. And that's male and female. Don't mean that you don't qualify to be dating someone. It just basically means that you don't want to just settle for anything. And you have a standard about yourself. Anybody who do not have a standard, anything goes. Anything goes. Tracy, But Tracy is lonely out here. I agree. Toy, I know it can be lonely, but the wrong one will have you wishing for the loneliness again. Eh, what Luther Vandross say? 2 minutes to give you a lifetime of hell. 2 minutes, 3 minutes of pleasure, give you a lifetime of hell. I'm just saying. Hmm. Is this my best friend Rosie who's saying hi to Carl? Right. Tracy said secrets come out. I couldn't do nothing, Tracy. I remember one time, guys, I was on the porch at the corner, neighbor house. Mm-hmm. Just talking to the neighbor, or whatever. It was a guy. He was a couple years older, and I was like 14. Shoot, I was 14. So here come Carl with the belt, y'all, with the belt. You hear me in front of everybody on the block, and y'all know how I be on the block when you growing up as a teenager. Everybody outside. It's nice out like today. He comes down the block with the belt, grab me, and decide he gonna whoop me outside in front of everybody. And so at that point, your girl chased him every time. I always chase him, and he run, lock himself in the bathroom. Y'all know that sibling stuff. Mm-hmm. But that's how it was. It was real. The girl couldn't do nothing. Couldn't do jack. That's good, brother. Stay on your post when it comes to your sisters. Yep. Especially me. Mm-mm. They gotta move. I mean, nothing. Okay, good. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm not alone because the other brother, Kenny, oh, he gonna get me. I call his real name. Traffic G. He was the same, but he was a little bit more mellow than Carl. Carl's the young brother, but he think he's the oldest. So, Traffic Cheese, pretty much the same. He had a little bit of boundary. He was very passive and sneaky with it, though. Okay, couldn't do nothing. Mm-mm. Nothing. That's why I'm single now. I just let that one go. Yep. Come on, let me go. Wait on God. Yep. Get a Chucky. And that's male or female. Because for me, I feel like at this point, and it took time, it took wisdom, it took patience and understanding from the Lord above my to know my worth. And I am so pleased with at this point in my life knowing my worth. Very pleased. To a point where it's like whoever give me will be a blessing. Will be a blessed individual because I know what God has worked on in me. So that's a deep topic. I'm not. I've learned. I'm learning submissiveness. I'm not gonna submit to no asshole, no jackass. Excuse me. I've learned submissiveness. I've learned patience. I'm learning understanding. These are things that I'm learning. And if you get with a fool, don't none of that matter. What you done learned don't matter. They still gonna give you hell. So it's like, why just give all that good stuff that you've learned to a fool? And you'll know if she learned it because she ain't gonna get on your last nerve. Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing like a woman that's a headache. Yes, Stacy, you know then your brother was like that. You have to have standards. That's your life and time can be good can be a waste. Have to be very careful out in this world. Yep. There's a lot going on in this world right now, Stanley. Big brother daddy. Yes, he was, Tracy. Yeah, Stanley. It's a lot going on in this world. These day and age, this day and age is really everybody's reckless in so many areas. Then there's people who are also insecure, and I don't really like to use that word loosely because insecure can come in so many different forms. So many different forms. It's not just about how you look. It's about just people in general. That's a trust factor that a lot of people have had torn down. That it takes some time to recover, to recover from that. That's like PTSD, post traumatic, yeah, PTSD. When you have had trust broken, and it is a hard situation. But if you know that you're in that place, don't jump in a relationship where now you can affect the next individual. I think it's important to give it time, and time does not mean a number. Time means you should see growth within yourself. Like me, I see growth within myself from whatever relationship that I had that I was affected by. Time and knowledge and like I said, learning more about myself, learning more about relationships, whatever. The Lord, number one, helped me to be a better woman. And then if you're at a place where you have been broken, you need time to heal. And like I said, time does not have to do with numbers. It has to do with the process. What are you doing in that time? Your oldest brother named Kenny. Mine. That's number one. That's my number one sibling. And he's very quiet but sneaky. Careful of them quiet ones. Thanks, Stanley. Oh, he didn't change it up like traffic did. Yeah, it's PTSD. But yeah, a lot of that plays a role in a lot of torn relationships right now. And I think if we will work on ourselves or allow God to work on us, it'll be a better society. But it's so much going on right now, y'all. So much that people don't even know about in households, domestic violence, and I don't agree with it on both ends. A lot of times people translate domestic violence on just a female. That's not so. Domestic violence has no sex. It could be male or female. What irritates me is how they dominate it for the women, but there are so many men out here who are literally um, even more so verbally abused. I don't feel like I'm more physical or more. I'm not strong physically stronger than a man. I don't care what I tell myself. I'm not. That's just not. No. I mean, maybe a midget. you know, I can fling a midget, but when it comes to a natural man, it's just not gonna happen. So it's like women can be so disrespectful with the mouth, and for a man, it's like their ego, naturally born with the ego, is very disrespectful. So I think domestic violence, it goes beyond the physical, and that's where it starts, where you just loose mouth. And I'm pretty sure Stanley can testify, a man don't want a loose mouth woman who's just gonna say anything disrespectful, and then it kind of like triggers him because men don't listen to begin with. They don't have time for all of that stuff that we talk about. They just wanna be a man. So, time to heal, to know who you are before and after you're with a man. Yep, you have to heal. Me personally, I don't have to heal at this point. I've healed. It was years and years ago that I was in a relationship, you know, um, that I needed to heal from. I needed a breather, okay? Not so much healing, a breather. But, so I know what it's like to have to rebuild, to have to grow from hurt or, you know, all those things. Never been married, never been divorced. Thank you, Lord. But been in a relationship where I know what it's like to have to rebuild. Yeah, it's physical, mental, and emotional. Um, a lot of times people prey on people prey on other the other person's weakness. They prey on their weakness. They know that, okay, this person is weak in this area or in that area. I know this person to do this person to do that, and that's pretty much how they get their victim. But when it's someone who has knows and who pretty much know their worth, someone who has a standard and they know their worth, they know they're not going to be able to get over on them if they have those kind of get over intentions. If they don't have those intentions and then they run across someone who is less fortunate to have that healing process happen to them, then yes. But if it's someone who has the knowledge, which is very important, the knowledge of their self-worth, it's not going to happen. But that's the challenging person. That's the person who will actually help you um, be your best. But it's like, is it me, Stanley? Help me out. A lot of men, they just want it um, easy, or no? I know men like a challenge, but is it like the woman who has the higher standard? Is she like more difficult or something? Tracy said healing helps set boundaries from one relationship to the next one. Yes, it should teach us. Healing should teach us what to deal with or what to accept and what not to accept. That's the boundaries that Tracy's talking about. It should teach you that. So if you jump right into the next relationship and this person's worse than your last, you didn't heal. Because I would be so afraid of that past situation that I am not finna check that one out. Psh, nope. Mm-mm. It would be lovely if they only come for you, if they really, really value you instead of releases excuse my French. What do you mean when you say releases? It would be lovely if they only come. Yeah, I agree though. It would make a huge difference if a male I believe in a man. I know Stacy likes to chase her boo. But I personally believe a man should come for her. But yeah, Toy, I agree. It makes a huge difference if he come for you really, really based upon your value, which is important. Your value is super, super important. And a lot of times nowadays, like I said, some men just don't want to work for that. They want the easy route. And the easy route is going to give you 3 minutes of pleasure and a hell of pain, a whole lifetime of pain. So, do you want a lifetime of a blessing, prosperity, and a sound mind, or do you just want that easy route with a whole lot of stress? Me personally, I thank God for my peace of mind, and I refuse to allow anyone to shift that. Peace of mind is like heaven on earth to have that. So I tell that part. Y'all mess. Stanley said, whoever let you go lost a gift from God. Well, my past relationship, trust me, we would still be together if it wasn't the travel circumstances. We were pretty compatible, um, more so spiritually than anything. When we did spend time together, we were both into the same things. And we kind of like, I know I did, observed his every move. And I'm like, it's crazy because we're in two different places, but we literally thought the same. We literally like the way he thought, you know, I didn't really say anything. I didn't tell him anything. I just sat back and I watched and observed. And I'm like, wow, we think alike. We kind of, you know how you have that feeling for people. You don't want nobody to feel bad, so you don't eat in front of them. Certain stuff, just little things. It was like, we're literally like the same person with two different bodies, two different genders. So it's like, you know, so my past relationship was not a bad relationship. So, and we still talk here and there to this day. So it's like the distance is what had to, and it wasn't no local. It was abroad. If it was local, trust me, somebody would have been moving in. I'd have been there. We were engaged, so it would have worked if it was local. But yep. But yeah, I agree, Stanley. And it was 3 years, so it's a long time. Thank you, Stanley. What you, Jennifer? Hey, Jen girl. Cash, stop it. Hey, Kiani. Welcome to the live. James said, "Yeah, you have to heal. I'm still from my marriage. I was married for 5 years. Wow. So, are you divorced now, James?" I haven't been married, but I can only imagine. I actually was the only child from my mom and dad's marriage. The baby and the one from their marriage, and when they separated, I think it was 13 years, my dad did not want to sign the divorce papers. And still, when I talk to my dad, you can still see, you know, that he was still hurting from that divorce. You can see that it had definitely affected him. So it's like, especially if you coming from a divorce, you definitely need to lay low. I feel that way. I mean, I wasn't married, but I could see, even with my parents 13 years being separated and didn't get back together, they divorced after the 13 years. You could still see in my mom and my dad um, the loss, the pain that, okay, we could have made it work, or even if not, you know, it's still some healing, definitely some healing after a divorce. Don't give in to a man too fast. That is what he wants. Make them work for your attention. I agree. I agree. I agree with that, Gary. You need to make that man work for your attention. Period. Yep. He needs to work extra hard, especially according to your worth. Yeah. And a lot of times when you give your best to a man, depending on that man, um that's it. That's all. It's like, okay, I got what I want. Bye. So you must make him work. That's what's worthy. Not a woman who's just gonna be like, okay, I'll do this. Okay, I'll do that. And you need to have your own women. I say this because I have my own. I've always had my own for a long time. Maybe age 18. Before that, I've had my own. So it's like a man. You need to have your own everything. Your own everything. Now, if it comes to a place where you're married and you get things easily, that's perfect. But do not go into a relationship with your hand out or vulnerable. It's so important, especially for a woman to have her, especially for a man too. But for a woman, it makes it all the better when you have your own stuff. You don't want to just be vulnerable. Yeah, thanks, Gary. That was huge. Hey, Pumpkin. Hey, Joylene girl. Okay, how come he did not move where you were and made this relationship work? Because you seem like a good woman. He was in Africa. Joylene. He was in Africa, and we were definitely doing that. We were in the process of him coming, and because of his visa situation, and it was not anything when it came to on our end, they missed his scheduled appointment expired. His petition expired, but the appointment was still scheduled, and we both had no idea about anything about a visa, so we didn't know anything about it. And so we didn't look into it. We didn't know. So he went to the appointment, and he was denied because of that, because of his visa petition being expired, which is not our fault. It's in one of my previous videos, in my single, that I discussed it more thoroughly. But yeah, it was, if he was in like Atlanta or, you know, Florida, anything, that would have been perfectly fine. I wouldn't have mind dating domestically, but he was actually abroad. So it's like, there's nothing you could do at that point, you know. So you're healing, James, which is good. You need to kind of like lay low, especially if you're freshly divorced. Kind of like get to know yourself. Hey, Carisha. What's up, girl? Welcome to the live, guys. If you're new to the live, don't forget to like my video. We got some good talk going on. Yeah, Stanley talking good. He said some men don't want a woman to be above them, but not realizing you both are equal. Just do what you have to do to make it happen if you want it to happen. Aw, that's right. We are both equal. And that's been, I think a lot of times it seems like some guys are intimidated by a strong woman who is very strong-minded. But I personally feel like there's a special person God created specifically for you if there's someone for you. So it's like there comes, like, I think Tracy said, your authentic you. How do he appreciate the authentic person, the authentic Katrina, or whatever your name is? How do that person appreciate or respect or act with the authentic you? And that's where the soul mate come from. How do they react to you just being you? You don't have to prove yourself like, I believe in this, I do that, I do this, I do that. This person's this, she's that. Ain't nobody got time for all that. This is me. This is what you're gonna get. I'm respectful. I'm loving. I can cook. Kind. Patient. But if you drive me there, you're gonna get it. Period. Yeah. Stanley talking good. Stanley said, yes, your own place. Not your own room at mama's house. That don't count. Oh no. Nope. Your own room would never count. Look, I'm 32. At 21, and I don't knock no 21-year-old living with their parent. That's a blessing, because you need to be able to be established. I feel like a lot of times in our community, in the Black community, we be knocking kids out the door as soon as they get 18. When it shouldn't be that. I feel like they should be able to save like other communities, and then when they're stable enough mentally, not necessarily financially and mentally, to be on their own, that's when they need to move out and get on their own. But I personally, from the age of 21, I got my first place. I was a mom before that. I got my first apartment, and from there, that was that. Like, I was my own, and I was very independent, still is, and that won't change. So it's important for you to always have your independence. Never to place your reliability on someone else, because that's not fair to that individual either. You need your own. Songwriter said, I love her because she got her own. She don't need mine. She said, leave mine alone. I'm a mess. Gary says sometimes when you guys go on a date, you offer to pay your meal just to test him, let him know you have your own and you don't need to be babied and how see how he will react. Well, from that, Gary, I'm gonna tell you something. What I've learned. Okay, there's a guy that I have been talking to for years and years and years, and he always paid. He paid for every single meal, no matter what. And I'm like, it's time for me to like pay for his meal tonight. And so I tried that. And I get it, Gary. I know what you're talking about. I did that. I didn't do it for that reason, though. I did it because he literally would pay for every meal. Wherever I wanted to go, he took me. And so, um, he denied me for to pay it. And then when I went to a cousin's, he was like, we were at a family engagement, and then the cousin was like, "Look, let me tell you something." I don't know how it came up. We were just discussing it, and he was like, "Well, to him that's an insult because he's a man. He feel like the least he can do is pay for your meal." No, I'm like, "What about a birthday or something?" He's like, "He wants to pay for your food. Like he, So I guess some men are different, but I get what you're saying. At least show that you can be independent, that you are independent. You know, but I'm personally, maybe I may stay single for this, but I'm not even offering. Unless we have a full blown relationship, you ain't getting no meal out of me. I'm gonna tell you right now. So if my future husband is on live, don't even wait on it. He getting jacked. You ain't getting the cheeseburger. All right, enough of that. I am something else. I think authenticity, not trying to change or convert. That's right. Don't let nobody change you. Yep, don't let nobody change you. Mm-mm. Stacy, because you get that one. I get what you're saying, Gary, but you always get that one. They'd be like, okay, you'll be like $200. Be like, yeah. Oh, so my meal. I ain't doing that either, because Okay, Gary, I ain't doing my meal either. Let me tell you why. Because my meal is probably more than mine and his together. And that's gonna be that day when he be like, yeah, you got okay, good, cause I was thinking about, taking care of the next bill for you. I got you next time. Nowadays, Gary, you just can't play with that kind of fire. It's a different kind of men out here. But I know what you mean. That's the way that you're testing him to see what he gonna do. Then when he give in and let you pay that $200 bill for just your food, that's Miss Katrina G. Spend, I'll rack up a bill. Um, then at that point, he's not the one. Tracy, like me, that's where I have a hard time. It's a date. He asked me, that's understood. He should pay whether I can or not because there won't be a second. Okay? I'm not even going to play with it like that. I promise you, Gary. Mm-mm. You knew Stacy would agree? Okay, Gary. Not his meal, too. I don't want them to think my standards are that low. No. When a woman, yes, it's good you got money. Who cares? I'm not finna flaunt. Oh, I got money. You could tell. I got something. I'm paying my bills. I got a house. I got a car. I keep myself up. I got something. I'm not gonna tell you I got money. I got this. I got that. No, I don't have to do that. You can see that by the way I take care of myself. By the way I carry myself. I got money, and I ain't finna pay for nothing until we are exclusively in a relationship. And that's just gonna come naturally. But I'm not gonna just try to give you money just to win you over. I don't think so. No. Mm-mm. You eating the corn? Okay. It ain't nothing wrong with that, y'all. Do not allow no man to say you eating too much or you're too expensive for me. I like filet mignon. If you ain't no filet kind of guy, step aside. Period. If you're not willing to have a filet kind of lady, well, you're on a whole nother level. Your girl is filet. Okay. Mm-mm. Salmon is good. Or New York strip is real good. I like filet. So if you want to play, you better learn how to buy that filet. Yep, eating a corner to my appetite. Have you listened to Tony Gaskin? Who's Tony? I need to check him out. Mm-hmm. I would never let a woman pay for our time out. Don't matter what you want. I got you. Order up. And that's how it should be, Stanley. A woman should be able to order comfortably instead of being like, look at my eyes, like, I wonder if he got. No! Now, if you ain't got it and I end up paying, that's your Mr. Postman. And that, it was so. The saddest thing about that is a lot of times these young guys, not all of them, some are older guys. It depends on their mental. They'd be like, that's the gold digger. That ain't no gold digger. If she can buy that steak for herself, why can't you buy it? Because she can do a bad all by herself. Actually, she could do better all by herself if she could buy herself a steak. But then you complaining about buying her that filet? So that's not a gold digger. I mean, she can do it by herself. What's the point of being with you? We got Stanley Jackson. Stanley Derrick. Stanley letting us know. Mm-hmm. Step aside and the filet man have his blessings. Okay? You don't want to pay? Okay, get out the way. Let the filet man have his blessings. Yep. More fish in the sea. Stanley is good. Do not lower your standards for no man. Eat what you want. That's right. Eat what you want. And only a boy will tell you you're a gold digger. Okay. God took a rib from a man to make me. Just love me like you love yourself. That's right. Took a man to make you. And if you notice, the rib protects the heart. Protects the heart. So he could have made it from the tailbone. He could have made it from leg, anything. But he made it from the rib, which is right there, and it protects the heart. So that is 100% toy. You own it. Mm-hmm. If I couldn't afford to pay for what you want, then we should stay home. Exactly. Yep. Because you will never hear the ending of it. If we go out, you would never. I would tell you how many. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, but I'll know not to ever try it again. You probably will never get a higher buy. Block. I will be blocking you. It says Stanley trying to find a wife. Look at Stacy. Tracy, did you see that coming from Stacy? It's a lot of single women over here now. Nah, he ain't. Stanley ain't. Oh, she funny. Cook her a meal at home or something. Okay. Tracy. Okay, Gary. So we're going to wrap it up anyways. I got to record. I just had to stop in and say what's up. He is on the right road, but I think Stanley's married. Right, Stanley. The right Stanley. Oh, he can cook good. Oh, shoot, Stacy. You said he can cook because you said cook, cook, cook. She's something else. Have a good Sunday, Gary. Thank you for your advice. What are some things I wish I would have known before dating? That's my next question. Then we're going to be done. I wish I would have known that men are weird. No, let me not say that. All right. So Tracy's leaving, so we're done. We'll continue this in the next live. Because I wanted to get off at an hour anyways, and I kind of went over. So, anywho, stay tuned for the next live. I always post when I'm going to have a live. And I think tonight's conversation was really, really good. I hope everybody was helped from it. Do not forget to make sure your post notifications are on. Okay? So, I agree, Stanley. The restaurants are closed. So, everybody be safe. Stay blessed. Don't forget to like this video if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys. See you, Toy. Bye, Stacy, Tracy, Stanley, and everyone else. Good night. And you can still hit up the comment section, by the way.